Greetings and welcome. Thank you for joining us for this segment on Prana for daily living. Today we will discuss about energetic anatomy. In the first segment we talk about prana or life force, and this life force being so super subtle that most people cannot see it. In fact, in India, it's called the life breath. Oftentimes people think, oh, you cannot see the air that you breathe and so on and so on. But to be more exact, this energy is vibrating at such a high rate you cannot physically see it, right? So how is this energy absorbed into your body? In order to have this subtle energy be absorbed by your body, you have to understand the mechanism that allows it to penetrate to our dense physical body. So this is called the energetic anatomy. Just like a medical doctor, if you're wanting to treat or heal a patient, they have to know about anatomy. Now, in our case, if you want to understand about how to heal, how to affect people emotionally, how to heal relationships, how to improve your finances using energy, and so on and so on, you have to understand the energetic anatomy. So the energetic anatomy, if you look at this chart very quickly, consists of the chakras, which are wheels of energy. You have the meridians, which are the energy channels, and the bioplasmic body, or what is called the aura. So just to give you an idea, a lot of you who might have studied electronics know this already, so I'll just kind of use this as a quick example. In electronics, they have this thing called the right-hand rule. The right-hand rule says, if I have a light bulb up here, and let's say a battery down here, what you call DC current, not the one that you plug in the wall, that's AC or alternating current. This is direct current, like your battery has a positive, negative side. It says that if you take your right hand, the thumb represents the flow of current, and the fingers, the way it curls, is describing the direction of the magnetic field. Again, this is the current, this is the magnetic field. So you're saying, well, what's it got to do with my energetic anatomy? When you go to an acupuncturist, the way the acupuncturist twirl the needle is using the right-hand rule. When they want to put energy into the body, they will twirl the needle clockwise. They call it tonifying. In pranic healing, we call it energizing. Now, if they want to take energy out of the body, they call it sedating or reducing. We call it cleansing. So this clockwise and counterclockwise motion is because it is directly related to this right-hand rule. Anytime you want to put energy into the body, okay, the energy has to go a certain direction, which is clockwise. Anytime it wants to go out, it's counterclockwise. That's because this energy going to your body is absorbed or released to what are called chakras. Chakras is a Sanskrit word for wheel. So if you look at this chart very quickly, you will see that there are spinning wheels on your body. Okay, these are the chakras taught in pranic healing, and of course they spin a lot faster than that. But that just gives you a little background that these chakras go absorb, release. Okay, I know what some of you think, but I read that some of my chakras only go clockwise, some of you counterclockwise. That's impossible. You see, your chakras go in both directions as needed. If your body needs, a certain part of your body needs more, it will go clockwise as you look at it. If it has a little too much, it releases it. So this constant inhaling and exhaling of life force is how energy is maintained at a certain homeostasis in your body. So these chakras are necessary for your health, your well-being on the physical level, emotional level, mental level, and even spiritual level. So now you're saying, well, how come in that picture I saw more than 7? I read that there are 7 chakras. You're absolutely right, there are 7, but to say there are only 7 would not be correct. Actually, to understand it, you have to understand how a lot of these teachings came to the West. Initially, it was brought by a school called Theosophy in about 200 years ago to the West. And when they gave it to the West, basically it had 2 things that they had in mind. One is simplicity, the other one is safety. So with the 7 chakra system, these energy centers basically, energy centers allow certain energies to go into your organs. Now, certain chakras, when not properly, let's just say properly handled or used, could cause harm. So that's why in the 7 chakra model, these are not discussed. I'll give you an example. Directly behind your belly button, there's this energy center called the gate of life. You talk to any acupuncturist, they know it. This gate of life normally controls your blood pressure. Okay? So in other words, if in pranic healing we were told, okay, do not charge or do not put energy into that area, because if you don't do it properly, the blood pressure could rise. Now imagine 200 years ago, people don't know what it is. They go, ooh, what is this? Let me blast it with energy. And the blood pressure shoots up, the person could have a stroke. So 200 years ago, since people are new to this, these things were not divulged. So they only divulged 7 chakras. So the other chakras were not divulged to the public because they might not be able to use it properly. Now, over a period of time, people become more aware, people develop, so they say, oh, now these teachings can be divulged to the public. Now, what else? Say, one is safety, so we talk about simplicity, 7 chakras. 7 notes in the rainbow. What else? The 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 notes in music, right? So this 7 makes it easier for people to understand. If you look at many spiritual books, they also talk about the spiritual significance of the number 7. So it makes people easy to understand. Spirituality, energy work, 7, very simple. Okay, simplicity and safety. However, do not get stuck with just 7 chakras. It's good to start with, but if in order for you to learn more how to access different parts of your body, you need to know that you have 11 major chakras. All right. Now, the interesting part is the 11 major chakras also directly correlate with the 11 sephiroth, or the power centers in the Kabbalistic tree of life. They match exactly. All right. So a lot of these teachings have been around for thousands and thousands of years. What we're trying to do in this series is just make it simple. The way my teacher taught me is make it simple, let people understand it so they can use the teachings immediately. By the way, we talk about energetic anatomy, right? If you can believe that life current going through a piece of wire will create a magnetic field, why is it so hard to believe that life current going through your body, through your channels, would also not produce an energy field? Take a look. So this energy field or magnetic field that is generated is called the aura. Okay? So you see, what you call the aura, chakras, they're not actually very mystical. They're mystical in a way, but not to the extent that it's hard to understand. They're still based on science. Okay, so in the subsequent videos, we'll talk a little bit more on how these chakras, each of these individual chakras, affect you, with your physical health. How some of it affects your sexuality. How one of them affects your relationship. How you relate to people. How to heal relationships. So all these things are within your fingertips once you understand how this prana or this life force enters your body, how you interact with people with it, and so on and so on. All right. So till next time, we'll see you again. Live well, and please tell your friends a little, about our blog. We really like to share these teachings with as many people as possible. We do it in such a way to make it simple and easy to understand, and we'll take it in steps. And before you know it, you're starting to understand how energy works. You're learning how to use this energy to improve your finances, how to improve your work relationships, and so on. We'll go through all of that. Okay, you guys take care and live well. Bye.